Hey, welcome to the Sheep Hub Network, where we talk books, authors, and publishers. I am Shanita Finesse, CEO and founder of Sheep Publishing LLC. And tonight, I just really wanted to do a recap, a testing. I'm going to take just a little bit of your time to kind of do a recap of the show with Mr. Ahmand Smith. He was here talking about his debut book, Harmony. I also want to share with you some of the book signings and exciting things that our authors have in store. Um, I do want to talk about 12 daily habits, y'all. 12 daily habits that would change your life. And I just want to know who doing these daily habits. Um, and I don't know. I think I may have to do some giveaways today too, as well. What's good? So what you gonna hop on with me, Darian, tonight or what? Are your camera ready? Is what I want to know. If you are camera ready, you can hop on and tell them what we got good going on. So until Darian or anybody else decides they want to jump on this call so we can do a recap of what happened on the show last week with Ahmand Smith, I welcome you to join the show. Um, Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys I'm so excited because we're at 70% capacity. Okay. I'm about to sing you something in a second. We are seven, we are at 70% capacity with the She Gala. But one of the things that I've realized I have not really been promoting as much is our meet and greet. Our meet and greet, which is free of charge, you guys. It is free of charge, and you can come on now. You can bring your friends. It is absolutely free entry, is what I will say. Let me see if I can actually pull it up for you guys before we even get started. Let me see if I could share my screen. Okay, and somebody gonna have to let me know if they can really see this screen. But if you go to www.shepublishingllc.com and you go to our event site, you will see the gala, the 2025 She Conference and Author Gala that we are promoting. But we also want you to come out to our meet and greet. It's at the Doubletree Suites by Hilton. It will be Friday, September 19th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. free entry. However, we are doing a lot of different things. We're going to do a book cover contest, speed networking, book pitch, or business pitch contest, bookstore style vending, and we're going to do a little karaoke. If you want to participate in that, it is $25 for you to participate. Otherwise, if you walk in there if you are an author on the She Publishing roster and you are wearing your She apparel, you will be able to participate in all these lovely things free. We do have Shartia Love Jones. She will be the MC, the host for the evening. And then we also have our DJs lined up for for the meet and greet. So again, the meet and greet is Saturday, September 19th. Let me see. It's Saturday, September 19th, 2025 in Downers Grove, Illinois. Again, go to www.shepublishingllc.com. All right. So before we get Darian in here, 12 daily habits that will change your life from what I heard. Now, here's the 12 of them. I'm going to kind of go real quick. And maybe y'all can let me know in the chat if you do any of these. All right. So the first thing they say is you have to do an exercise session, whether it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or an hour. You should do some type of exercising. Who out there doing that? Two, 2 minute rule. If it takes 2 minutes or less, do it now. Who's doing that? Who's doing that? Third thing, three things you're grateful for. So in the morning or whenever, say three things that you are grateful for. I know I do that. Let's see, breathing. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8 to relax. That's fourth thing you should be doing, breathing every day. Fifth thing, 5-minute breaks between meetings. I definitely do that. We need to do that to recharge. Sixth thing you should be doing is 6-second pause. Respond, don't react, pause for 6 seconds to think. All right, let's see. The seventh thing you should be doing is drinking some water. Now, it says 7 glasses of water, but I haven't made it to 7 glasses of water, but I'm sure some of y'all will. Eight things is 8 hours of sleep. Who out there is getting 8 hours of sleep these days? I don't think I am. And Darian, I did send you a link. 9 minutes of meditation. The 10th thing is 10,000 steps. On 10,000 steps. Oh no. Okay, 11 minutes of skill building. It says daily practice leads to mastery over time. I totally believe that. And the 12th and final thing before we get into the show last week is 12 pages of a book. Learn, grow, or escape. Reading fuels your brain. Oh, okay. All right. So, those are the 12 daily habits that will change your life. And I totally agree with that as well, ladies and gentlemen. Um, okay, so we are going to get into it. I'm going to let, as soon as Darian pops on, I'll go ahead and add him in. But I am going to start with doing a recap of the show from last week with Ahmand Smith. So I want you to watch it with me. Right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Sheep Hub Network. Y'all know what I say, but let me tell you, this was muted the entire time. Can somebody please tell me to do it right the first time, please? So let me just tell you guys what I was saying at this particular moment. At this particular moment, I was introducing Amon Smith, and I was saying, hello, everyone, and welcome to the She Publishing Book Lounge, where books meet business and storytelling comes to life. We are coming to you live from our in person lounge experience, streaming right here from Facebook and YouTube. And I couldn't be more excited about today's guest. He's a powerhouse entrepreneur, co-owner, and co-owner of RB Pest Solutions, and one half of the dynamic husband and wife duo that's redefining family business and success in our community. And at about this time right here, D Knight, who's coming on board, said he couldn't hear. So what did I do? Speedy Gonzalez, I pulled out some extra sound equipment for us to put on and put in the ears so I can get it right. But y'all, I'm gonna have to get it right the first time. But anyway, as I continue to talk about Amon Smith, I just wanted to let the crowd know that he's also the creative force behind Empowering Children series Kodi Blackman. His debut book, Kodi Blackman and the Eclipse, inspired young readers to see themselves as heroes. And this July, he's back with the highly anticipated second installment, Harmony. So this is everything that I wanted to say during this time, but obviously we had to be on a commercial break because I couldn't get it right. And so let's bring in the man of the hour who actually told me that we weren't doing nothing. And that is Mr. D Knight. What's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay. I was trying to get everything set up. So, what's going on?
Nothing much. I was just trying to, I had a whole nother blooper when the mic came on. Couldn't hear a thing.
It happens. It happens.
So all this time we're trying to get it together. I was getting me a bite of tacos, and nobody know it, but I had to put the little cover on there. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do a recap of his show because you weren't there in the building. And I want to know what
No,
you got to
hold
say.
on. I know I wasn't there because I didn't get invited.
You don't need an invitation.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, next time I'll be there.
Yeah, so we are actually going to have you on the show next month. You're going to be in an in-person studio and we're going to talk about your book.
Okay.
And okay, we should be coming in a second. So I'm going to play a little bit of the show and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
5 minutes in, still ain't working. So we can deliver y'all who we have on the show today. As you know, he's Ahmand Smith, but he's a powerhouse entrepreneur, co-owner of RB Pest Solutions with his lovely wife. Um, they a duo, y'all. Look, a storm to be reckoned with. I'll let y'all know that. And they are redefining family business and success in our community. But it's not, but that's not all. He's also a creative force behind the Empowering Children series, Kodi Blackman. His debut book, Kodi Blackman and the Eclipse, inspired and it inspires young readers to see themselves as superheroes. And this July, he's back with a highly anticipated second installment, Honey.
I
So
can't wait
without
to read
further
it.
ado, again, I'd like to say welcome to Ahmand Smith.
Thank you so much.
Now, before I keep going, Darian, okay,
Yeah.
because I needed my glasses, so I got to make sure I bring my glasses if I'm going to be reading something. But can you tell the viewers how you met Darian? I mean, how you met Amon?
Oh, so mine, he grew up in the circle. So, and I think, matter of fact, initially he used to be with Jermaine, Nick, KK, and those guys. They used to be playing basketball in the backyard. I was a little bit older, so I actually connected with Amon a little bit later. But me and Amon like clicked right away because Amon was like, and Amon was a hustler from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like from the beginning. So yeah, we were cool because of that. You know what I mean? We both had, entrepreneurial spirit, you know?
Yeah. Do you think, because he did talk about you guys being inspiration to him as well? Were you doing entrepreneurial things before did they see some of that through you first? Because I think you are the older one
Right.
of the group.
But you got to think, like, I wasn't around that much because, like, early on, and I talk about this in the book, I was in the gym for like 30 hours a week. So I would see
Mhm.
them on the weekends and stuff like that. Now, mine had that from his parents, because they owned the shop on what was that 47th Street. So he saw
Mhm.
that early on from them day in and day out, you know.
Okay. All right. Well, he did talk about the circle, and again, he did mention you and Jermaine, and I know it's a circle of y'all, you
Right,
know.
right, right.
But okay, I'm about to play it, and then we'll talk about some different things about what he kind of said.
Okay.
I mean, what a warm welcome. Um, Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And so we have your lovely wife in the studio as well.
She is
So
here with me.
here to support you, right?
Absolutely. My rock. Riz.
All right. And I just want to shout out everybody who is online. We got Showtime Wills, we got Darion Knight, we got Royce Dixon, we got Mark Bosajor. Everybody is saying what's up, Ahmad, and congratulations to you. So thank you guys for Thank you guys for
so
coming.
much. Appreciate y'all.
All right, so let's take it back a second, okay?
Absolutely.
So my question for you is, who is Ahmand Smith before the business, the books, and the buzz?
Ahmand Smith, just a kid from Chicago, south side of Chicago, grew up in the circle. I grew up with entrepreneurs as parents, so I didn't have like the traditional. My parents get up in the morning and go to work for somebody else's establishment. They went out and hustled for themselves. So I kind of had that um, embedded in me pretty much all of my life. So it spilled over into myself and my sister. We would get out of school and go to our family business. It was a beauty salon. And if anybody on the south side of Chicago, if you grew up in the 80s and the 90s and you had a Jerry curl, you probably passed through my people's shop, right? So, and just a kid trying to figure it all out, man. Nothing, nothing out of the ordinary. I was just running around, being a kid, trying to have fun. I had a great group of friends that I grew up with. I call them brothers, and I'm pretty much just a normal guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, is that true? When you pretty much a normal guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. And Amon was kind of like the mediator between all of us, you know what I mean? Well, it's twofold. He'd keep some stuff going, but then, he wouldn't let it go too far. You know what I mean? But if anything ever kicked off amongst, the guys in the circle, which, we're a bunch of guys, it happens, you know what I mean? He would try to keep things calm.
So he talked about how he grew up with entrepreneurial parents. What about you?
Oh no,
Because
neither of my parents was were entrepreneurial. No, I guess my dad was a little
really,
bit later when he started buying property, but growing up, my mother was a teacher, then a principal, and my dad was a cop. So they were, you know what I mean? Hey, let's work this 9 to 5, get a good job, and try to get a good pension.
and so you just went outside of what you saw. Who did you see anybody doing it, or did you decide to do this when you got married and you know?
So for me, to be totally honest, like I like to make things happen. You know what I mean? I like to create things, not in the sense of like mechanical or things like that. Like I've always wanted to be like the person to run a show, run an event, and be able to make and create my own, you know what I mean, like destiny, you know?
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty dope though. I like that. And like in some ways I feel that same way. Like I feel like, yes, I'm cool with being I love being an employee, but I'll enjoy being an employer too because I'm able to show respect and things like that. A lot of people, employers don't care for them, think they can talk to them any kind of a way because it's a
Yeah,
job and they need that job. Um, that's what I love to do, is to show love and care and concern.
yeah. Oh, me, I was a horrible employee, like the worst. I don't like to follow rules. So yeah, being an employee, like I gave every supervisor, director, manager like the worst time ever because everything I said was right and everything they said was wrong.
Okay, that sounds like what Ahmad was talking about too. I mean, it must have been meant for y'all to be friends.
Hey, that's why we think alike. You know what I mean? That's why that's my guy.
All right. Wait, and we're gonna keep going, and then we ain't gonna watch the whole show. I just wanted them to hear that,
And if
really,
you
that
don't notice,
beginning
I think
part.
I got his book right in the background. So I'm still showing.
You
I got the
sure
last book. So
do.
so.
Oh, that's dope. That's
And once
dope.
Jermaine get his book, you know what I mean? I'm gonna throw that one up there too. Whenever he decide he want to finish his book,
Yeah. Okay.
we're gonna put a little pressure on him.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so let me see, because I think he talked about you guys, and I kind of wanted to ask you another question, but let me see if we could come up on it in the beginning.
Okay.
Let's see.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the normal people who do extraordinary things. I mean,
Oh.
so anybody could do it, right?
So yeah, that you know what that I guess we'll get into that part of it.
I don't think he
As the
believed
conversation
that
go, but yeah,
that anybody could do it. Like, it kind of choked him up right there.
um,
You're right though.
absolutely.
Anybody can do it
Regular.
with the right amount of you know what I mean like patience and determination.
Mhm.
So
People are your superheroes. You know, Superman was Clark Kent in the daytime. You know?
Exactly. So you and your wife,
Yes.
Robbie R.
Mhm.
I call her Robbie.
Uh-huh.
You've built something really powerful together, and I know I always wonder about her sometimes because yeah, you grew up around entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
And then I wonder if she grew up around entrepreneurs because to have the idea to start the business,
Yeah.
That's what I want to
RB
ask
Pest
you.
Solutions. So, what does family mean to you in the context of everything that you do,
Oh,
both when it comes to business and personal?
family is everything. I'm nothing without the people that I call family. Um, so, in particularly when it comes to my wife, she did grow up with parents that were entrepreneurs, hustlers.
mhm.
So she's always had that spirit in her. Um, and just us coming together, we would brainstorm all the time just about different things. We had so many ideas that didn't work. you gotta you gotta see our
It's the part
stuff
I
just about
like.
the ideas and stuff that we came up that we just thought were cool ideas that didn't work, right? So we were always fishing, and one thing that we always understood was that we had to do it together. And so we found
Mhm.
something in pest control. So her father was in pest control for all of her life, um, and to make a long story short, he encouraged us to move forward and turn it into a business, which it was already a business, but we made it an official business. And everything else is documented, man. I can't be more proud of what we've accomplished and achieved in this space because we're dealing in a space that does not look like us.
Oh, and I'm gonna put a pin in that. And if
Okay.
for anybody who want to actually see that entire show, just go to our YouTube channel, She Publishing LLC, and you can check it out. But Darian, for you, because he
Yeah.
talked about like how his wife had was around entrepreneurs too. Now, what about your wife? Do you find that you guys do those same things? And did you have different ideas that maybe didn't work, or when you saw this it just worked, it just happened?
So we're gonna put a pin in that question real quick because I want to talk about Ahmand and Robbie real quick, right?
Okay.
Because I'll tell you this, like they were not scared. Like they would try anything. Well, especially Ahmand, you know what I mean? Because Ahmand, like he tried a bunch of stuff. And I'd be like, I come up with something like the comedy show idea. We used to do comedy shows. And I came to him like, hey, man, let's try this. We didn't really have a clue of how we was gonna get it done. But when I came up with the idea, he was like, hey, let's do it. So in
What
being
is
an
he doing on
entrepreneur,
here?
yeah, I
Hello,
see
why are you
somebody sneaking in
asleep?
here. But with like being an entrepreneur, like you have to be able to live on the edge a little bit if you want to be successful, right? And Ahmand definitely does that. And then Robbie kind of, you know what I mean, like kind of pulls them in a little bit and makes it work, right? And the reason why I wanted to go to that first because it's the same thing with me and Jillian. You know what I mean? Like I'm a dreamer, just like Ahmand. Jillian had no business background, anything like that. So when I came to her about the business, she went with it mostly because of family, right? Because we was gonna have a daughter. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think we had. No, we had Olivia, and she didn't want to because she worked second shift, and she had to work holidays. So she didn't want to have to work holidays and, you know what I mean, and not be able to see Olivia for a big portion of the day. So that was her motivation to do the business. But other than that, she had zero business experience. She was just really trusting me on that. But once we got it started, like she's the one that kind of holds it together. Like she's the first person you see when you walk in, and she does all the HR and all that kind of stuff. And me, I'm just in the gym, you know what I mean, making that part work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dang. Wow. That's just amazing. What?
Yeah, it's live.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it is live.
How did I get in here?
You know, I can't take your guy. All right. This don't make no sense, Ariana. So Jermaine, what about your entrepreneurial skills? What you got going on?
Look. I'm watching Kings of Joburg, and I thought this was a recording. How you gonna bring me on TV and don't sell me you gonna bring me on TV?
I can't. I really can't.
Hey,
But
but since you're here, stay a while.
yeah.
Crazy.
Hey, because listen, I wasn't really expecting to be on today. Like I just got back off vacation.
Man, I was literally watching Kings of Joburg and had no clue that I was invited to a show. I thought this was a recording.
Jermaine, come on. So Darion went out of town, and I got to show you this picture. But I hope y'all are ready to be models at the gala. Y'all ready
You say what? Are we ready to what?
to be models at the gala?
Models. But I guess if that's what I'm being requested, you know, if that's a request, I will partake in that. You know what I mean? Situation.
Well, you know that's right up my alley anyway. You know what I mean?
So you've modeled before, is what you're saying?
You know what I mean? I think I count them handsome. You know what I'm saying?
So you walked down the catwalk before, is what you're saying?
On the catwalk, son.
Say on the catwalk.
Yeah. I do my little.
Okay, Jermaine. Yeah. So anyway, this was just I just wanted to come on here and just really do a recap of the interview with Ahmad. Now, did you see that interview, Bay?
I mean, I was there.
But did you look at it? Did you see it? You could have been here, but that don't mean you saw anything.
Yeah, I saw it. I was
I
watching
didn't
it.
see you at all. I saw Robbie there. I don't know where you were.
Me and Darion was having a whole conversation.
Ooh, you right. You are right because Darion kind of wanted to know what was his information. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? I'm still trying to figure out how
Can you hear me?
powers.
So this is where I want to be. Now I want to know where this is.
Oh, that's fire.
Ain't it?
Yeah, it ain't my current situation. But yeah, somebody's situation is on point.
It was Darion's situation.
Oh, well, you know he got a lot of money.
Okay, wait. So wait, Darian can't hear. We having some technical difficulties. So can you hear can you hear us, Darian? Okay. Um so all right, so we are gonna close this up because again, I just wanted to come on, talk about the first part of the show where we had hiccups, and the next in-person studio will be much better because I'm gonna have you there making sure everything is good, right, Darian? I mean, right, Jermaine?
I mean, first you gotta pay me for what you just did. Like, you know what I'm
Do
saying? I
you
was just
think?
watching Kings of Joburg. You understand? If nobody's familiar with Kings of Joburg on Netflix, and I ain't getting paid for this emotion, but it's fire.
Hey, but before I left, I saw a picture that you flashed on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, that's the Dominican Republic. What is that? Hyatt Zalera, I think we were at for my 30th class reunion. Hey, and had a great time.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. That that I said that that's not my current situation, but somebody's current situation is on point. And she said that was yours, and I was like, of course, Darian got money.
Darian is broke. Don't say I got money. It's people watching this show. The I, the R, the S. No, but
Right.
no, it wasn't even that expensive. It was whatever money we did spend though, it was definitely worth it. Like the service, like everything was great, man. Like it was top notch.
How long was y'all there?
We flew in Friday, and man, I made it home last night around 9 o'clock.
Oh damn!
Yeah, so they had like a bunch of little events set up. They had an excursion set up there for people to go if they wanted to. We did like a memorial for the people that were, has passed on. We had like a couple little dinners.
Hold on,
It was
hold on.
great.
Time,
Yeah,
time out, time out. So this situation is on top of the situation you just left about a week and a half ago.
it was more like 3 weeks, but yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness. That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
See, you
You can
just
adopt me.
you just went. So he can adopt you. Oh, okay. Look, that's
hey, listen, right? A 30th class reunion only come, one time, right? So I had to,
Yeah.
put my pennies together and make it happen.
oh yeah, that's what I would say too. That's what I would say too. But so that's the Dominican Republic. Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
My
we
birthday,
The
gotta
my,
Hyatt.
my birthday
So
coming up.
it's adult and a family resort, like back to back. So we were on the adult only side this time. It was kind of slick.
Oh, okay, for sure. Oh, so
yeah, I
I'm
like
assuming
that.
the little one didn't go with y'all then.
No, not on
Oh,
this one. And, she was definitely upset.
oh, okay. That's what's up. That is what's up.
Oh,
Hey,
we had somebody
Calithia.
else in here.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Oh, we
We
good.
are
This turned
doing
into a party. Look at that.
every now and then we have these little pop-ups where we just,
Because it definitely
shoot the
wasn't planned.
bubbles with the family. Oh,
I
not at
got you.
all. So yeah,
This
so
was
what's
definitely
going
not
on?
planned.
Oh,
I was gonna
okay.
get on here just to watch the episode tonight.
Mm.
We're gonna watch the episode together. Is Jermaine frozen or what?
Yeah, or he concentrating real hard.
So yeah, we
Now,
was just,
did I just get kicked out?
Now you back in
yeah.
now. All right, so let's talk about Ahmand's
Shanae,
new book. Like what y'all?
Here.
Am I the
well,
only one excited to read this new book?
Which book?
You talking about
Ahmand's new book.
Oh, okay. No.
yeah, Harmony. Yeah, I am. I actually already got a little glimpse of
Okay.
the book. This is actually the cover of Harmony.
Oh yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fire.
Hey,
Hey.
oh,
what's up, sir?
tired as hell, but I'm here.
You know, yeah, you know what I mean. Look, I'm literally in the bed, like literally.
Unfortunately, I do my 6 to 12. This is my best time, 6 to 12. After I do
Oh
my 8 to 5.
no, sis, you not hearing me. I'm literally in.
Bed. I'm headed that way, but I still got a couple things to do.
So make no sense. Look, this is live, okay? You ain't supposed to be. Okay, you supposed to make sure your lighting is good.
Right.
You know
My
what's
lighting
going
is
on.
my lighting is good from where I'm at. This is where the magic happened.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Hey,
Then you just said
Jermaine,
on the live.
I cannot.
You understand what I'm saying?
This don't make no
Oh
sense.
You know
man.
what I mean? You walk in here, it's like turn off the lights, light a candle.
Wow.
Oh man.
How you
Oh
doing?
my goodness. Look,
Hey, I just came from 2 back-to-back trips, right? We just talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just came from Rhode Island, right?
Oh
I had
wow.
to go there for a meeting, but I had one of the best lobster rolls I have ever had in my life.
Mm.
Well, two. No, it was 2 of the best. One was from this little Italian spot, and the lobster roll was so big it could barely fit on the plate.
Wow.
Now the other one was a smaller one, but the quality of the lobster was just amazing.
See,
Mm.
those people with money problems talking about the lobster. You know what I'm saying? You got lobster on your sandwich. We got cold cuts, man.
I was chicken. Chicken.
Oh,
Wow.
so we do these pop-ups every now and again just to check in on each other, make sure everything is on the up and up. We was actually talking about mental. We was talking about mental health
All right.
actually yesterday.
Yes.
okay.
And I could actually show y'all just a little clip of what we had reviewed. So a week ago, I interviewed Ahmand Smith, but
Mm-hmm.
then yesterday we interviewed LaShonda Demery. The
Mm-hmm.
name of her book was Tears of a Lost Soul. And so
Ooh,
it was
okay.
about what, 7 or 8 of us
Mm-hmm.
on the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got a little clip. It keeps jumping though. I have a little clip of what Mark was actually saying
Mm-hmm.
about the book. So let me see if I could play it real quick.
After
Okay.
reading, when I read her excerpt, and then she talked about how for
It'll
a long
jump.
time she was mad at her mother because she felt her mother was never, um, in her life, and then she was so angry at her. She carried that anger for her for years, and it caused her to be angry at everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I know how neglect, when you are neglected, that causes you to feel like the world doesn't trust you or nobody in the world likes you or is out for you. I felt that way. So I related in a sense to what Michael felt at that moment. And I'm glad that toward the end of that excerpt, she was starting to build rebuild her relationship with her mother, you know. And she admitted that it's still not completely there, but the building process has started. So that was touching. And then another part was the excerpt from the granddaughters, and then you know, especially her sons who unfortunately was murdered.
Yeah. So that book was pretty deep.
It was.
Yeah. And Jermaine, you were there to interview, right? Yeah, because we talked about it in the interview, the book, where you said it was like a movie.
Yeah. But I wasn't there when you interviewed the author though.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so that was, yeah. So just to let you guys know, so Confessions of a Publisher, we've been trying to build that platform. We've created a book club on that platform. What happens is, we'll select the book of anybody who's
Okay.
a part of that platform. And then everybody who wants to be a part of that conversation has to buy the book that month from Amazon. Like whether you got it or not, you're buying a book because we're helping to build your book sales and things like that. And then we do a roundtable on Confessions of a Publisher. But it has to reach, what is it, 100?
100 followers.
Yeah. So I think we may be 20 followers shy from that.
I think we're at 65.
Okay.
Okay. So we still got some time to go so that we can actually go live on that platform and do those roundtables and do that with the book club.
Okay.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
pushing for people to actually just go out and just join the club. I mean, just being able to, like as Shanita said, being able to support the authors in their sales, but also get them out there in people's hands, because we have some amazing authors out here with some amazing talents. So we want to make sure that we as publishers, publishing companies, be able to support them and doing this. So that's one of the reasons why we switched it from just Confessions of a Publisher to the book club.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I actually took some books with me when I went to the Dominican Republic.
Mm.
Yeah, because like I hadn't seen a lot of these people in 30 years, right? And
Oh.
and when the last they saw me, I was definitely a different person. You know what I mean? So it was like I wanted them to be able to see, okay, this in the book is you can read about the change, okay? This is where I was, and this is how I got to where I'm at right now. So yeah, I only brought a few books, but yeah, they were sold. I sold all of them out. So
whoa.
and then I also gave them, and we're in like a little group link. It's about 30 or 40 of us in the group. And they just kept asking me to put the link. So I didn't put the Amazon in there. I put your She Publishing's website information in there. So to see, because I want them to get that full experience. On Amazon, they just get a book. You know what I mean? When they order from the publishing company, you get that whole experience. So I want them to get that experience, you know?
It's amazing.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
What's our next book is coming out in July. So that's we're pushing that one as well too. Which is Sister to Sister.
Yeah. Yeah. You just gave us a new flyer, but I don't have it right now. But yeah, Sister to Sister by Aloja Hadley.
And that one's coming out in July, or it's already out?
It's already out. That's the next book. That's the next roundtable discussion we'll be having in July, is on her book.
Okay, so how do I sign up for this roundtable?
So you have to go out to Confessions of a Publisher and become a member, and then you'll see that information out there with the flyers and where to purchase the book. So this is our third. It'll be our third one that we've done.
Okay.
Now, do
Yeah.
I sign up for that too?
Oh my. Yeah, when you write your book.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got some confessions now.
Hey, you know what I have done though, since becoming an author or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So at work, we've done this is our second book. So my core staff, like we pick a book to read, and like every week, right before our staff meeting, like we set a little, like maybe 15, 20 minutes aside to just talk about the book. And yeah, it's been, I can see like the change, in staff since we started reading. And not to like throw no other the plug out here for nobody else's book, but we read Disney U right now. And it's pretty much about like how Disney creates its magic with its employees.
Yes, I've read
If
that.
you have never read it before,
You need to read it.
and you have staff,
Yes,
read it.
It's amazing. I've read that book. It is an amazing book.
Like I've read it 3 times, but with my staff, I'm like, listen, I don't care if I read it 3 times already. We're gonna read this again because I think it will benefit everybody. Like, no matter what, from the people that do the cleaning to people that coach the classes to management, it brings everybody together.
A full circle. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody got a part to play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And hold on. And the other one, if y'all have never read this book, it's a long read, but another good one for like, managers and stuff like that. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
I read that one. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That is another must read. And
Yeah,
that's
I
not
got
even just
that
for
one.
staff. It's like to help you like get yourself together too.
Yeah, I
So,
read that one. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, it's a good one.
so joining this book club would be like I would be doing the same thing. Like you're reading some of our books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that.
It'd be like, reading some self-help books and then reading some interesting books or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to keep everybody all night, but I did want to know. So I pulled this 12 daily habits that will change your life. Okay. And I said it earlier, but I didn't have no company here. So nobody was responding. Okay. So now that I have company, I want to know if you guys do these things. So the first, do you exercise? Do something that has something to do with exercise every day?
Yes.
I coach gymnastics, so
Oh yeah.
I don't have a choice.
Yes.
But outside of the work, I try to do at least 3 days a week.
Okay. What about you, sir?
Well, I do a lot of walking and stuff at work.
That counts.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that does.
I do a lot of, I do a lot of walking, but I used to play ball 2 or 3 times a week, but ever since I partially tore my Achilles, it's kind of put that on the back burner, and it's
You
hard for me
retired.
to. It's hard for me to. It's always been hard for me to like go to the gym and like run in place. Like basketball was my cardio, and then after that I could do a little lifting and stuff like that. But it's been hard for me to go back. So, well, that's about all I can do right now is walk right now.
Okay.
Okay. Pamela says she exercises too. She says she got to look good for the gala. All right. So the second thing, do you guys it's the 2-minute rule. If it takes 2 minutes or less, do it now. Do y'all do that?
Hold on, repeat that one.
It's the 2-minute rule. If it takes 2 minutes or less, do it now.
No,
A good one.
it's a good one, but I don't do it.
You need to come upstairs, Miss She.
You know what? Stop it, young man. Okay, this is a
I
PG
got,
show.
I got 2
All right.
minutes or less for you.
Stop. Okay. See, that's why I can't have him on the show. So I just can't. All right. Pamela said no.
No.
Okay, yeah. Well, see, that's something that maybe y'all can try and incorporate in your day. Let me see.
Well, you know what I will say I do. So if in 2 minutes, if I can say an affirmation to get myself motivated to get into work and do what I need to do, I do that every day. So yeah. So maybe that 2 minute for me is to just reflect and say something to affirm, and hopefully the day will go well.
Yeah, I think sometimes with me, if I'm able to shoot a text to Maine or something, that takes less than 2 minutes. Hey, I do that real quick. Or if an email won't take me more than 2 minutes, if it's just a yes or something like that, I'll try to get that out the way too. All right, third thing, y'all, is do you say 3 things you're grateful for? Do you do that on
Yeah,
a daily?
Yes.
I do.
I do that.
Okay.
That I do.
All right.
First, I actually do that one like first thing in the morning.
Exactly. And right before I go to
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah, I do that too. Okay, the fourth thing is it says breathing. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8 to relax.
Well, my goal is to breathe every day. So
Breathe. I don't know about
I try to do that one all day. But no, I don't do the hold for 7, and I breathe though.
Yeah, I just breathe too. Jermaine, you breathing up there because you're so dark up there. Okay. The fifth thing, 5-minute breaks between meetings.
Yes, I take 10
5 minutes breaks between what?
meetings.
Between meetings. What about you, Pam?
I can't say I follow that one all the time. Sometimes they be back to back.
I ain't got a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be in a meeting and I need me some downtime. Sometimes I just got to get up
Yes.
and I'm serious because I'll be yelling at the kids and Jermaine. Like, I have to take me a break after the meetings.
Yeah.
Well, I take plenty. I take breaks during the meetings.
Hey, but look, listen. Hey, this has been a whole lot of fun. We got a dinner reservation, so I got to jump off. But hey, every time you do one of these, hey, hit me up. I can jump on.
Okay. Yeah. We'll ask some little questions and then just hop on off.
Hold on,
Yep.
wait. What?
And
What type of
why you so
restaurant you going to?
nosy?
Boy, look at you.
He nosy, ain't he?
I said, what
No,
type of restaurant you going
no,
to?
for real. They just built a cheesecake factory out here in Naperville. So
Oh, okay. You know
yeah,
what?
it just opened up like a week ago.
My first time going there was with you, Shanita, a couple weeks, about a month ago, and
Oh yeah.
I was shocked. I had never been there before, and they food is actually pretty good.
I'm about to go test it out right now as a new one. So I'm gonna I'm gonna go test it before, sometimes when they get comfortable, the food not as good. So I'm gonna get
Oh
them
man.
when
Yeah. And
they doing
so
their grand opening.
well, while you leave, and Royce is gonna come on and he's gonna just talk about a project that you guys are gonna be doing. So we'll let him know he
Hey,
missed you.
tell Royce I have been writing though, so I got some stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you when I go out of the country, I start writing. So,
Okay.
all right,
Yeah, we'll tell him. All right. Enjoy
all right.
your date.
I
All
will
right,
try my
Cuzzo.
best. All right, later, y'all.
Yep.
Later.
All right.
All right. So Pamela, she says she's trying to get better at it with the back-to-back men podcast. So that's something that she's trying to do. And so Jermaine, you gotta wait for Royce because he's gonna be coming on as well. All right. Let's do maybe.
We need to integrate that workout stuff and something that me and you should do together. Cause I can't do it by myself. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I should have one of the kids because you ain't gonna be consistent with it.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I think I need accountability partners for certain things. So like, look, we got a waiting list. I think I have to like just like when it's things that I have to do sometimes I ask Calinthia to help me. Now Calinthia, no, she be sending me these to-do lists. And so it's like, so sometimes we need those accountability partners to help us to work out on a daily or, do some of the things that we should do. What's going on, Royce?
Royce, what up, man?
Hey, what's good, bro? How you been?
I'm good, my brother. How you?
I'm good.
That's
So, so Darion just left and he was trying
Okay.
to catch you. And he wants to let you know that he's done some writing
Nice.
for the book.
Okay.
So can you tell what book is he doing? And I'm putting you just all on the spot. What writing is he doing a book for?
He's doing a book for a new project we got going called Our Fathers. It talks about fatherhood, what it means to us to be fathers, just our experience as a father in general. Whatever they want to, I've asked the guys to write whatever they want to write. I don't want to put them in a box, but the book is basically all around fatherhood. So
That's
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, so Darion's done writing. I know Royce has done some writing. Now we just need to know if this one up here is doing some
Okay.
writing.
Showtime, what's going on?
what's up, man? Look, I told y'all about the writing, but what I have done is I recorded me talking about it,
There you
and then
go.
I'm gonna let Miss She write it.
There you go. Sounds like a good plan.
I don't know. It almost sounds like maybe what Royce does to Lisa. I don't know.
That's it. Just goes to show when it says that a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, we know
You
our
know what I'm
good
saying?
thing. So I think we're frozen.
I think they are.
Yeah. So Calinthia, since we're here, what have you been up to? Since I'm a little late, I don't know what you guys have been talking about.
Just shooting the breeze.
I
Shanita
couldn't hear
has some
none of y'all said, man.
you guys
Me
were
neither.
frozen. We didn't say anything. And Russ was just trying to figure out what he missed before he came on.
I can hear you, Miss She.
Can you
Yeah.
hear Royce and
No, I can't
Both of
hear.
you are froze.
Oh, now I can hear him. I can hear him now.
okay.
Can you
All
hear me?
right.
Okay.
Can you hear Calinthia and Jermaine?
No,
You can't hear
it's
me?
got a little spinny wheel by Calinthia. There she go.
Okay.
All right, Royce. Well, what we were talking about was we were just going through, and we was gonna be done with it, but 12 daily habits that will change your life.
Okay.
And we kind of we got through 4. And so we can get through them real fast because I just want to see you guys' take on these. So the first one was exercise. The next one was the 2-minute rule. It takes 2 minutes or less to do it. So do it if it takes 2 minutes or less, do it now.
Okay.
The third one is, do you wake up and say 3 things you're grateful for? And then the fourth one was, I guess, breathe, maybe a breathing technique. So just simply breathe.
Right.
Okay. So now the fifth one is, oh yeah, we did do this one. Do you take 5-minute breaks between meetings?
Yeah.
Why?
I think just to kind of clear my mind, so I can kind of, depending on how the meeting went, if it was good or bad, just to kind of restart.
Right. So the sixth thing it says is 6-second pause. Respond, don't react. Pause for 6 seconds to think.
Mhm.
Very, very,
Y'all do
very
that?
important. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to.
I don't
Yeah.
always do it though.
Now
Yeah.
not always. I try to. This just depends on how far you've taken me. Will let me know whether or not the 6 minutes out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that with Miss She all the time.
Like,
And
I can't have him on the shows, Royce.
I'm genuinely slow to speak anyway. I like to take in things first.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sometimes, depending on how far, like Cynthia said, how far they've taken me,
Mm-hmm.
that I might say something that I'll regret later. So I've
Yeah.
learned to just kind of slow down a little bit.
You know what I also do? I find myself when I know I'm getting to that point, I have to walk away. You know how you walk away and you count yourself off the ledge.
Mm,
Then you
Mhm.
go, and then you go somewhere and reflect,
mm.
reenact what has happened, and find
Oh yeah.
alternatives to that situation, to
Yeah.
how to have handled it.
But you know what though, Shanita, I do that with you, but everybody don't get that grace.
And no, it's a shame.
You know, like I'm quick to respond to somebody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do it with you to kind of keep the peace sometimes.
I appreciate it.
But you know,
But
one thing that I've learned since we've been remarried, me and Lisa both learned this too, that if it's not a good time for you to talk because you know you might be in a bad space, take the time to take a break, but schedule that time. Let's say 2 days from now at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we're gonna talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
So now you get time to cool down and collect your thoughts, and you're not emotionally charged to where you might say something that you'll regret later.
And so with that too, Royce, I think writing it down, because it's just like for me, if I know I'm getting ready to do a big meeting, I actually literally stand in front of a mirror and have that conversation with myself. Or if I'm having have to have a conversation with somebody who I know is going to be a crucial conversation, I always bounce it off, because what I might think might not be good to somebody else's ears. So
Yeah.
I try to have a third party in the situation to kind of bounce ideas off of. So
yeah, yeah, that's good. I got to get to that point with, I guess, with more people, because I mean, even before that, before Shanita or anybody could get it, tell them Shanita.
Yeah, it's true. It is definitely true. Okay. We don't want that. But I did want to jump in because I wanted to know, Royce, he was at the in-person studio a couple weeks ago. And, I think he does the 6-second rule really well, because when he got to the studio, we had my daughter's boyfriend. We had him.
That was funny.
We had our boyfriend, greet them at the door, and he was just speaking Spanish. As if he came to the wrong place. Okay.
Right.
And they was looking like, hold up, I thought this was the express. I am shocked he didn't go out.
I was
They
about to go to
didn't
Google
understand.
Translate to see what's going on.
wow.
That is when he said he was about to do the translation. I'm like,
What are you saying? Hola?
Right.
But okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move on so we can go. You know, we like to have these little family reunions every now and again.
Right.
All right, so 7 glasses of water. Do you drink 7 glasses of water a day?
Yeah.
I
I drink.
don't.
I have to.
I drink a lot of water, but I don't count how many glasses.
I
Yeah,
just
I wish.
a big mug. I just do a big container, and it's I do 64 ounces, so or even
Yeah,
more.
I don't count them either, Royce. I think I
Yeah.
drink a lot of water too. Though.
Cause like if I go to the store and I grab like a liter, one of those big bottles of water, I may drink that, but drink water throughout the day while I'm at work. So
Yeah.
All right. What about 8 hours of sleep? And I know Calinthia don't get it.
No.
So who's getting
never
8 hours of sleep these days?
I guess my 8 hours.
Oh yeah, you do.
do you?
Yeah, man. My body shut down, boy. 9, 9 o'clock, it's over for me, man.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we know you be up all wee hours. Okay. 9 minutes of meditation. Do you do that every day? Or just sit and just do nothing for 9 minutes?
I think I do that on my way to work because once I
Oh,
step into work, it's like nonstop unless I put myself in protected time. But usually I do it on my way to work. And so it's like 18 minutes to work from home to work.
are you
No, I
driving?
missed it because we were busing,
Yeah.
so I missed the last one.
I'm just it's quiet time for me. And so for me, just shutting down my brain is good for me. But yeah.
Okay, it was 9 minutes of meditation or just doing nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't do that if I'm driving. So no. Unless I put my
Because
protected.
you're driving.
Yeah, I can't do that. So if I put myself in protected time, and I usually do that once a week. So, but
I do it every morning before I get out of bed. Before I get out of bed, before my feet hit the floor, I'll say a prayer and I'll just give myself a few minutes. And then when I started getting dressed, I started listening to motivational podcasts and stuff like that. Just to get the day started.
You know what? I don't know if it's 9 minutes. I don't know if it's 9 minutes I do a day, but I do, like when my alarm go off, I sit for at least maybe 5. You know, once I first wake up, I sit for at least maybe 5 to 10 minutes while I don't do nothing. So if that counts, then
Yeah, it counts. All right, we got 3 more, y'all. Okay, it says 10,000 steps.
oh yeah, I do
Or
that.
just steps.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, for me, it just depends on the day. If I'm working, if I'm taking pictures, then yeah, easy.
Yeah, I do. Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, the work I do, it's just I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
All right, 11 minutes of skill building.
That's a good one. Because I'm always like, let's say I go to Canva, I'm always trying to create something on Canva, so I don't know if that's skill building there.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's skill building. I think when I see y'all doing these cool things, that's like skill building because I'm sure you probably ain't been doing that for your whole life.
Right.
So you're trying different things.
Yeah, when I see them cool videos coming my way, I'm like, I got to try to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
thanks
like
to Sheep Publishing, they kind of pushed me a little bit to do a little extra.
the one I like the water one, where the water is being poured into the glass. And did you see that one, Calinthia? You got to see that one. I wish I was able to pull it up.
Whose platform is it on? Is it on yours?
It's on Royce's.
Oh, it's on yours.
I don't know if it was on Facebook or TikTok.
What was the concept?
It's just a picture of me. It was like an empty glass. You see an empty glass, and then you see water being poured into it. And as the water fills up, my picture becomes clear.
Oh, yes, I did see that. Yes, I did. And it was on Facebook. I thought might have been on Facebook.
I put them on everything. So.
Oh, really? Now he want to turn on the light. We done with the show. Just one more question.
Well, it must be make it a good one.
The 12th one is 12 pages of a book.
Oh no.
Every day. 12 pages of a book.
No. If you tell me over the weekend, a weekend time, probably. But a day, no. I don't think so.
Wow. No. 12 pages of any book. Or reading.
Oh, reading purposes. No. I think the one that I just did with the roundtable discussion that we did yesterday, I did that and I did the whole book in 2 hours. So yeah. But on a regular, probably not.
No.
A good one. Thank y'all for this little family reunion. Again, like in the beginning, looking at doing a recap of Ahmand's show, and then I just, told everybody to go ahead and just go to the show on YouTube at She Publishing LLC so they can see the entire show if they wanted to. I do want to, before we leave, just go around and promote, what you guys are doing. If you have some kind of book signing coming up, and then we just that's gonna be it for the family reunion. So Calinthia, what do you have going on?
Working on another book. Hope to have it out by August, September. Almost done with it. I got a couple chapters left. This is a different genre for me outside of the Unmasked series. So this is more of a thriller book. So hopefully it'll be out by August, end of August, September timeframe. So I'm excited about that book coming out.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll go second. So yeah, I got a new book coming out.
What?
And it's a spinoff of Jermaine. Why are you looking interested? Okay, it's a spinoff. it's a spinoff of Keep 'Em Coming Home with Love. It's called The Architecture of a Resilient Woman. And so I've been writing this book for 5 years.
Wow.
The life of the company. And so I'm like, man, for the anniversary, I just want to have it ready. It is similar to an anthology, but it's not. It's me sharing the stories of women who I've had conversations with, and I'm inviting you into those conversations, those intimate conversations that I've had with these women. And the stories encompass just stories about women who have had struggles with their husbands. Maybe their husbands were going through something and how they were able to be resilient and help him through it. Maybe them having a problem or something and just getting through that problem. So I am really excited about publishing this book finally. I still have a couple more intimate conversations that I want to have with a couple of women just to close it up. But I will be telling that entire story though.
Wow.
So I'm excited about that. And obviously the meet and greet in the 2025 She Conference and Networking Convention. So obviously I'm super excited about that. We are at 70% capacity. All VIP tickets are sold out. Like literally, we are really moving full speed ahead.
Wow. That's awesome.
Right.
So Royce, what you got going on?
Yeah, I got a lot going on right now.
You do.
Next week is my book signing for A Rose on the Concrete Court, July 12th here in Rockford. Hopefully that's going to be huge, nice turnout. And then after that, we're going to Indy for the Indianapolis Black Expo.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
3 days. But I'm also excited about this Authors All-Star thing that's coming up. Well, the actual event is in December 6th in Atlanta. But right now they're trying to teach us how to market ourselves and how to leverage our books into different areas. So I'm in the process of trying to raise $1,000 and get sponsors from different people. So I roll that out today. Whereas if it's a sponsor, if I get a sponsor for $250, they'll get their name in the magazine and they'll get international recognition as well. They're taking the magazine to Ghana, Canada, and like 3 or 4 other countries.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm excited
awesome.
about that. What else? And then of course, photography is like almost an every weekend thing when I'm not doing some of the book. So other than that, that's about it.
And what's the name of the photography company, and like what do they go to the website or a phone number?
Yeah, so if you want to book me for photography, you can reach out to me on Facebook at Royce Dixon Sr., or you can go to my website, roycedixonsenior.com. So I'm trying to upload dates so you can just go in and pick your date and to book me.
Uh-oh. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, Royce may have frozen. And so, yeah. So, and Jermaine, until Royce comes back, what do you have going on?
Oh, so you gonna save the shortest for last, or we're gonna say the best
Oh,
one?
there
Which
go
one? I
Royce.
mean,
Oh my God. Were you done,
We're
Royce?
saving the best for last, bro. So it's showtime.
Well, anyway,
What you got?
what I got going is the book Our Fathers that was brought up by Royce himself. Also the gala coming up. I got that going on. I'm gonna be there in the flesh, and I'm supposed to be
Somebody
bringing
help
back.
me.
Can I finish, lady?
Absolutely, sir.
I'm supposed to be bringing back my YouTube channel, which is Showtime Wheels with a Z. That's what me and my baby girl, we do a little something here and there. It was mostly about cars when I first started, but we trying to venture into a lot of other avenues and things of that nature. But go check it out. Check it out.
Definitely.
Yeah, did you wanna play your intro video and then we can close this out?
Oh, I'm always down for that. That's gonna get me hyped. You gonna wake me up.
Okay, let's see what your video is all about.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
I'm hyped. I'm finna get up now. I'm ready to write a book. I'm finna write I'm finna write a novel. Go give me a pen and paper right now.
All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for just popping on. Y'all know I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and we want to make sure we continue to support each other. So, with that said, good night.
Good
All
night.
right, y'all. Good night, y'all.